Hey photo students. So this video is a how to export your image from Lightroom because ultimately you are going to be submitting these photographs through Canvas. So you have to get them out of the Lightroom app onto your device, so you can submit it. Now, you just want to click on your image. This is after you're done editing it and you're happy with it and you're ready to submit it. So in this case, we edited it and now I'm ready to export it. So it'll open up, it opens up automatically in the edit pane. Now, if you notice there's this triangle, these three dots connected by lines, I click on that and now I have multiple options. The easiest, and what I'll go over first is share to. That will give me a couple of options. It takes a moment loading. And now I can go ahead and share it as an email, which is what I suggest. I have Gmail, so Gmail will pop up. If you use a different email service, that will pop up for you, like I have Outlook. So I'll click on Gmail, and then I'm gonna send it to myself. And if I like, I could write, I could change the subject. I could write test shoot 1 or whatever I like. And you'll see the image has attached. Notice it's 1.2 megabytes, so it's not that big. So I'll go ahead and hit send. And now I would hop on my computer or laptop, download that image, and submit it through Canvas. However, while that's the easiest, it's not what I recommend. Okay, if you are technologically challenged and this stresses you out, that's the fastest way. But if you're not, you could get a larger file. So I'm going to click on this three dots connected, and I'm going to, instead of picking share to, I'm going to go ahead and hit export. Now under export, all of a sudden you get a lot more options. And so my suggestion right now for this class is to export it as a JPEG. So I'm going to make sure that's selected. I'm going to, under dimensions, select largest available dimensions. I'm going to make sure the quality is 100%. And then I'm going to hit more options. And this is where it's really great. You want to make sure it includes the metadata. Make sure it includes all the metadata. So this is a toggle on off. Make sure that's toggled on. And you're going to have an option of how you name it. So my suggestion is a custom name. The reason for that is you want to get into the habit of custom naming. It's going to help you organize your images and it's going to help me find them. So my suggestion for your custom name, last name, first name, all one word, no spaces. Ideally, you don't want to use any spaces on your file names. And then I'm going to do an underscore, and then I'm going to describe this. So this is test shoot 1. Oops, test shoot 1. Now, if it were my assignment for depth of field, I might write depth of field 1, depth of field 2. You want to come up with your own naming system. This is my suggestion though. And then if I go ahead and scroll down, oops, custom name. Okay, now you could see output sharpening, make sure that's none, and color space. My suggestion is either Adobe RGB or ProPhoto. I'm not going to go too much into that, but it basically is how much data there is. sRGB, which is the default, is the smallest color space. ProPhoto is the largest. Adobe RGB is pretty standard. And so I'm going to choose Adobe RGB. You could do ProPhoto or Adobe. And now I'm going to hit back on options in the top left. And now, I'll double check JPEG, largest available dimensions, 100%. And I will go ahead and hit the check mark. And now it's exporting the photo. On my device, and I have an Android, the photo automatically exports to a folder called Lightroom photos, which I find in my files. If you have an iPhone, chances are, okay, let's export it successfully. We'll go ahead and hit OK. And now I'm going to leave Lightroom. However you do that, Androids are a little different. If I enter my photos, if I hit albums, it should show up. And again, this is Android specific. So your phone, nope, don't want to update. And so now I have a folder, Adobe Lightroom. So you're going to see the same image twice because I exported it twice. Yep, no, just once. And so if I click on that, now I can go ahead and email this image. And this one is the larger file size. I'll email it to myself. Test shoot 1. And notice this is a much larger file size. It went from 1.2 megabytes to 8.4. Now that file size is not too large. You'll still be able to upload it to Canvas. Okay, and that's it.